As always, today we have another challenging rescue case. This time, it's a dog in a severe condition. Due to its panic and aggression, we had to administer a mild sedative and restrain its legs to perform a thorough examination. Once the dog was stable, we carefully checked its entire body. At first glance, its fur was matted, and there were multiple small wounds, signs that it had been suffering from parasites for a long time. As we parted the fur, we discovered small openings oozing pus, which turned out to be burrows where botfly larvae had embedded themselves. We examined every part of the body. Around the paws, clusters of larvae had infested the gaps between the toes and the pads, making walking extremely painful. Moving to the abdomen and back, we noticed swollen red areas, and when pressed gently, we could feel hard lumps beneath the skin, signs that the larvae had burrowed deep inside. The most concerning areas were the eyes and mouth. One of the dog's eyes was badly swollen, and upon closer inspection, we found a few larvae wriggling just beneath the thin skin. Around its mouth, the larvae had even penetrated the gums, making eating a painful struggle. We then began the most difficult and time-consuming part of the procedure, removing each larva one by one. Starting with those located in the paws and abdomen, we used special tweezers to gently but firmly pull them out. Every time a larva was removed, a small open wound was left behind, oozing a mix of pus and blood. The sight of the wounds left by these parasitic larvae was a clear indication of how much damage they had inflicted. Some areas around the wounds had already started to show signs of infection, with a yellowish tint to the discharge, which only worsened the dog's suffering. As we moved on to the more difficult areas, such as the back and parts under thicker skin, the larvae were much more deeply embedded, making it even harder to extract them. Some of these larvae had grown to the size of a fingertip, and their removal required a delicate approach. We had to ensure that we didn't cause further harm to the surrounding tissues, especially since the larvae had already caused significant trauma. In certain spots, we could feel the larvae wriggling beneath the skin, which made the process even more challenging. The most delicate and crucial areas for extraction were around the eyes and mouth. Mishandling the larvae near the eye could result in permanent vision loss, and the mouth area was no less difficult. The larvae had burrowed so deep into the gums that they were nearly impossible to spot without careful inspection. For the safety of the dog, we used the finest tweezers available to extract each larva individually. We flushed the area with antiseptic solution after every extraction to prevent further infection from spreading, especially in these sensitive areas. The entire process of removing the larvae was grueling and took several hours, but we couldn't afford to leave even a single one behind. Each larva was a potential threat to the dog's well-being and could lead to more severe complications if it was missed. We worked tirelessly, making sure to check every inch of the dog's body, and we succeeded in extracting every last larva. Once the parasites were fully removed, we took extra care to thoroughly disinfect all the affected areas. We applied a generous amount of antibiotic ointment to each wound to promote healing and reduce the risk of further infection. Despite the painful nature of the procedure, the dog seemed to feel some relief almost immediately after the removal of the last larva. The constant discomfort and agony caused by the larvae had disappeared, allowing the dog to breathe a little easier. Over the next few days, we will closely monitor the dog's recovery. While the worst is over, we understand that healing takes time, especially with wounds this deep. We will continue to provide the necessary care, including regular cleaning and dressing of the wounds to ensure the dog's full recovery. With patience and proper care, we're hopeful that the dog will soon be able to return to a life free from pain and suffering. Another successful rescue mission is complete. Thank you all for watching. If you find this video helpful, please like and share to spread awareness of this meaningful work.